Welcome to another edition of the YouTube channel Plugin Police and Too Many Plugins. Today we're going to talk about the new version of Tracktion Waveform that just came out. It is version 13 of Tracktion Waveform. Here we're going to talk about both the free version and the paid version. A lot of updates and polishing and bug fixes also transform themselves to the free version. Of course, in the pro version you have more extra plugins and synthesizers and a couple of extra editing features to help you improve your workflow and to make it a little bit easier for you, but still the free version keeps on being a completely unlocked DAW with all the features that you need, and you can then add expansions there from Tracktion themselves, so other synthesizers, drum machines and instruments that you need, and of course also sample packs. They can all be edited because Tracktion Waveform is modular, so you can add yourself extra expansions, the ones that you need, or you can go for the pro version. You get then already a lot of extra features and instruments and synthesizers, and then you can yourself add expansions to that. Or add yourself just free plugins. So that's the nice thing of Tracktion Waveform. A big disclaimer: I'm not affiliated with Tracktion in any way. I don't receive anything for this, so this is all just my opinion. But in terms of DAW and their business model and the way that they work with both their free users and their paid users, and the way that their business model works and their philosophy works, I agree very much. This is why I support Tracktion Waveform. So I'm completely independent. My channel is not monetized. So if you want to help out the channel, then you can find me at on my YouTube page and Plugin Police / Patreon, where you can donate to help the channel. I'm just joking. Or don't send me any money because I will waste it on new studio gear. Anyway. The new version creates many bug fixes. I have seen the crash lock and the things that I've added in the new version. In this moment, by the way, until the 8th of April is 40% off on the whole site of Tracktion. So you can buy Tracktion Waveform Pro or any of the expansion synthesizers or sample packs with 40% discount with the discount code HELLO13. What's new? What's new? Let us just go first to Pro version. What's new? New in the Pro version is a clip launcher, and that's an improved clip launcher over the previous version. The clip launcher only works with Waveform Pro, or you need to then use Waveform Free and buy yourself the launcher expansion separate. So there you go. Controller support now supports Ableton controllers, so MPC keys, mini keys, Novation launch keys, the Launchpad and the Launchpad X, which are the Ableton controllers to trigger events in Ableton on a vertical level, so not horizontal. That's now being added. Also, again, a disclaimer: this is for the Pro version, or you need to buy the launcher expansion separate. Then there's a Wavetable Synth, a new one. Also included with Tracktion Waveform Pro. I don't know if they sell this one as a separate expansion. Maybe not yet, but then they will do it later on, because normally with Tracktion they always sell their expansions in separate little packages. Refined user interface. Vibrant color, matching lanes, and general UI responsiveness has been optimized, especially with larger projects. A new vibrant color, so we have an issue with that. I'll show you what that is. A bunch of things are very saturated and very pixelated, and there's some things in the transport mechanism of play and forward and backwards that look very saturated and very pixelated, and they went in high contrast. I don't know if that is something with my computer. I'm actually running here a workstation graphics card, so it could be also that that's just not optimized in my driver, and I'm running DirectX 10 in this moment, not 12. No, DirectX 11, but future level DirectX 10. So it could be also my graphics card, the driver, that is not optimized for it, because I'm really using a Quadro server workstation card, not a consumer card. But anyway, that's also, I'll show you in Tracktion what I mean with saturation and high contrast, that it's oversaturated, and the colors, it's too much saturation in it, and it's overexposed or something. It looks really, really weird. I'll show you. And then what was requested by the people to encourage recording without having any inputs, armed for easier punching, option to mute track content while recording aka tape style, auto monitoring record mode monitors when inputs are armed, start flag when playback can optionally start from, improved Ableton link support with option to sync start stop plus option for manual offset. Everybody is putting Ableton link support, including many DJ software already have it integrated, so that's also now included in Waveform Pro. So there you go, it's what I mean with some features. Exclusive content from Mode Audio. It ships with a wealth of, that's in the Pro version again, new content for prolific sound design by Team Mode Audio. So lots of basses and synths, but that's again for the Pro version, and samples. So 330 loops, 251 shots, 10 drum sample ready kits, plus 100 MIDI files to kickstart your creativity. Can yourself also get free sample packs to buy, also included with Tracktion Waveform Pro and the Launcher expansion. These are the new features. I think that in terms of controllers, they're going to probably in the next versions add still some extra controllers over here. Let's go then the free version that just contains just normally what it have been, then the updates for 13. So if you have 12, then you have to go to the Tracktion website and purchase 13. I didn't with me, it didn't work automatically through my download manager, so I needed to really go to the website to update from 12 to 13. So there you go. Of course, compatibility is crazy. One of the most compatible, DAW out there, Mac OS X 10.15 or later, so works on very old Apples. Then when Windows 10 and 11 64-bit only, Ubuntu 20.04, so you can go many years back in your Linux version, and then the Raspberry Pi Model 3. But I would probably go more for a Model 4 minimum to do this, to be very honest. But the minimum requirement is a Raspberry Pi 3 Model B. I wonder how that works. I have no experience with that, and I don't know how music production is on an ARM chip like that, but I cannot expect it to be super wild, to be very honest. But depends what you're doing. But I don't see very advanced projects running on a Raspberry Pi, to be very honest. But then again, I don't know. I don't have experience in it. Let's go just to Tracktion 13. Now I'm going to first advise already that if you're on 12 and you have big projects open, it's not fully compatible from 12 to 13. So if you open projects that you have made in 12 or 11, you can get inconsistencies and errors. They warn you even for it when you import some project that you made in Tracktion Waveform 12 or 11, then it warns you that maybe it doesn't work well. I've used it for 24 hours. I've opened several projects and I didn't experience any issue besides one or two times that the MIDI when I was trying to use the keyboard that I had pre-configured for MIDI, I needed to re-trigger it. That was just about it. And for the rest, I haven't really experienced any. And a little bit the volumes were a little bit strange all of a sudden on the project that I made in Tracktion 12 when I imported to 13. For the first times, I'm going to now test it a little bit more, but I think it's pretty bug-free. At 24 hours, I haven't noticed too many bugs. Improvements that are being made reflect themselves more to Tracktion Pro, not to the free version, in terms of extra functionalities and features. But the GUI has some improvements over here. There are some features added here also. There's here now also a green U-Smart thing over here. What I mean with saturated buttons over here, look over here, this high contrast over here. On my computer it looks very oversaturated. This over here, and it's a little bit pixelated, these buttons over here. These colors, and even the color here from the trigger, the red is very saturated. Especially down over here. This looks a little bit weird, this. So there you go. They say that for bigger projects, when you have more things open, then I think they implemented higher contrast and a better way to, how do you call it, to resize traction and including your track. So there should be improvements over there. Basically, if you're on 12 and you want to go to 13, install it separate next to it and keep on using 12 to open your projects for any future incompatibility. With me, most things I opened worked really well, but it could be that something that you open all of a sudden that then optimization or FX send return or something that you have set up that is not working exactly good. So we are on 13.032. So I expect it to be much better on 13.1 something, and you know, now they released it with 13.032, so these were first all the betas and the alphas. They've sort of tried to work out, but I expect it to be much better on 13.1 something or 13.2 something. That probably it's going to be pretty bug free. So that's what I have. My recommendation over here is if you have projects on 11.12, install it next to it separate. And keep 12 to open your project for eventual issues you could have by opening a large project, and maybe things don't click together in 13 because of the alterations that they made on Tracktion Waveform. Of course, we have to again give a lot of credit to Tracktion Waveform. Because of their business model, they keep on having the free users and have a very good business model, I think, where they are not limiting the free users and they are maintaining a good community by offering Tracktion Waveform free and then pro, and you are always capable of keep on using the free version and upgrade it with your own free plugins or buy their expansion packs that start from €30 for a couple of synths and €50 for a DJ expansion, then another €30 for I think it's for a live podcast audio sync that you can sync video with audio in Tracktion, and then there's a bunch of other little packages between 30 to 50 euros that you can upgrade or the free version or the pro version with extra features and synths and instruments. But you can also just use the free version and download yourself free VST plugins and instruments and add them yourself and have yourself a completely 100% functional unlimited DAW to produce your stuff, both with their plugins. Respect to them, how they could treat the community and the free and paid users, and how they are not like many companies do. First they offer something free and then they start like locking things out, and that's not what they do here. They give you a full-fledged DAW. You buy the extra stuff from them if you need it, so instrument sample packs and extra features and editing tools. And if you want that, then you do that. You expand yourself your free or your pro version with advanced features, or you download yourself third-party free or paid plugins that you buy somewhere else, or you download somewhere else, and you can 100% use this as a DAW. So thumbs up to the developers and to Tracktion Waveform, the company, for their business model and the way they approach creating a very useful and a big users base in the future, both for free and paid users. So, but there you go. That's my review. There's lots of how do you call that, improvements here, even in the engine. I've seen the log files. There's many improvements also in compatibility with certain media devices, and certain errors are fixed. It was a log file of about 25 to 30 different issues they have improved over version 12. So there's a lot improved even in the free version. And then the extra features you have in 13, the pro version, or the expenses that you buy. So thumbs up to Tracktion, and I'm going to make a follow-up video in a couple of days. I'm going to see if I really find bugs and issues that are really game-breaking. And I keep on saying you can just upgrade, install 13 next to 12. Keep it if you have all the projects in 12, and you can also just try like I did. I have opened many 12 projects in the new version 13, and most of my projects were working fine. I didn't saw any issue. But I've only experimented it for about 24 hours. Didn't found any instability. See that he's a little bit flushing his memory better also when I close projects or empty projects, which I really like to see also. So the sound engine, I haven't have enough time to see if they improved that a little bit also, but I hope they did. But so far, where I've just a little bit experimented with it, it seems very solid. So you don't need to be afraid that you're working with a real beta version, because it seems to me pretty polished. Besides these issues that I told you over here, that I think they can improve still over. So there you go. That's my review of the new Tracktion Waveform number 13. Yes, you should totally download it, upgrade it from 12 to 13 or from 11 to 13, and only if you have still a lot of big projects, important projects open, then keep 12 to be able to open them, and install 13 just straight next to it. And that you can just do by, instead of using the download manager, that he starts updating 12 to 13, you just go to the website of Tracktion. And you have to, by the way, also do that if you want to get 13. You have to edit that to the download manager in the website. So you have to go to the website, log in, and acquire 13. And then it's being added. But then don't download it to your download manager, but just download it separate. Down in the page where you can just find a separate installer and install it like that. Then he installs 12, 13, how do you call that, adjacent to 12, and then you can just keep on using 12 for your projects you made in 12, and then experiment 13 for a couple of days or a couple of weeks to see if it's really stable and bug-free. But so far, in 24 hours that I use it, it seems to me pretty stable. So, but there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Totally worth it. So until the next time, stay safe, take care. I'll catch you in the next one.